Hello, this is John T. Brown, johntbrown.com without the H. This is my final design for my character Buck. Um, I've gone through a couple of different designs on this guy. I kind of like this one the best. He's going to be a character for a short film. So along with, I've got a female character named Kay. I've got a little dog named Huck, and there's a Yeti and another kind of monster, a K monster. So that I'll kind of reveal a little bit later on. So I started out with this guy on blue pencil. So I originally did it on paper and then scanned it in. I kind of feel that that's a good workflow right now. A lot of times I do my roughs on directly on the Cintiq, but this time I just felt that I got a little bit better sense of his build and just a better sense of him entirely doing it on paper. So it works for me. A lot of stuff I do digitally. So I do my roughs digitally, and then I clean it up digitally. But for this guy right here, I thought it would be a little bit more fun to do him on paper. So I scanned in my rough, which is the blue line, and then now I'm cleaning it up in Photoshop. I think eventually I'm gonna transport him into either Flash or which is now Adobe Animate, or maybe Toon Boom. I might do a few of the animations in Photoshop as well. But he's fun to design. With all my character designs, I usually start out with the front view first, and then kind of clean it up, and then do a side view, and then a 3/4, and then do hand studies and face studies and all that kind of stuff. So for this one, I think I'm just going to start off doing the front and the side and a couple of hands. I might get into some more concept with him, doing expression sheets and that kind of stuff a little bit later on. But I just wanted to kind of finalize the design of him. So the nice thing about Photoshop is you can the Control Z, you can delete what you've just done. You can also go in close. You can kind of do whatever, which is really nice. And on this, I basically did the hand once, and then I copy and pasted it, flipped it, which is kind of a nice workflow as well. So if you do something, you can just use your little lasso tool and highlight what it is you want to copy, and then it's Control C and then Control V. A lot of times in Photoshop, it'll give you a separate layer when you copy it, and then you can just go up to Modify, Transform, and flip horizontal. That's what I did on the hand, and then it'll be on a separate layer. But then you can just highlight both layers in Photoshop, right-click it, and then merge those layers down to one layer. So the advantages of having it digital is that you can do stuff like that. I know some people that do like half faces, and then they copy and flip them to the other half. I don't necessarily like doing that. It kind of breaks up my flow, and plus most people's faces, they're not completely uniform. Sometimes when they are completely uniform, they look a little wonky. They look a little too perfect. So we want to try and avoid that. So on him, I've just this is the side view. I wanted like real flat little feet. I don't know. I'm kind of in a phase right now where I'm doing flat little feet. That could change if I need him to wear boots or something like that. And then right here, I have got his helmet. So he's going to be a little, he's going to fly a little plane at the beginning of my short, and I wanted him to have some sort of a helmet. I'm also going to try and design the aircraft that he is in, so that should be a lot of fun as well. And then I'm not a proponent of using a lot of guns and all that kind of stuff, but this does serve a specific purpose in the film. So I needed to design a little gun for him, which he will not use, but I needed it for a plot device. So again, I like to try and avoid having all the guns and all that kind of stuff personally, but the story kind of needs it. And again, really simple. So I needed a really simple kind of a shape, and so most of the stuff I usually start off with, again, really simple stuff. So I want to kind of keep it simple, because then when I get to the animation stage, I'm not dealing a lot with a lot of detail that I need to draw over and over again. So gloves, I don't know if he's ever going to have in the short I'm designing. I don't think he's ever going to have. We're ever going to see his hands without gloves. So I did not design them. And then the side view, you can obviously see I didn't put an arm on him. I removed the arm off to the left here so that you can get a clearer view of his side. So then I can just basically, when I'm done with that, I can hide the blue pencil lines, right? And so the nice thing about Photoshop, the nice thing about computer programs is you can just slap another layer underneath that line art, and you can do your coloring, which I believe I did here. So I repositioned him and then threw in another layer for color, and he's the first character I kind of designed, so I wanted him to have kind of a leather jacket-ish, something like that. So that's why I chose the brown tones, and then I got kind of a light blue for his jeans. So this color palette may change a little bit, but I wanted to keep him kind of earth tone-ish, and again kind of have that indication that it's a leather-ish kind of a jacket. And then he's got the brown gloves. So the other characters, as I kind of try and develop them a little bit more, they've all got kind of specific palettes, but hopefully they'll be able to work together in their entirety. The gun is just kind of gunmetal, a little bit of blue in that, and then I did a little bit of shading, a little bit of kind of bicolor or tricolor on some of these, and I gave him kind of a, I don't know, light skin tone. I might darken him up too a little bit. So I used kind of browns and blues on his body. So then I wanted to use something a little bit different. So I chose kind of an orange for his helmet, kind of a complementary color to the blue jeans and all that kind of stuff. And I think it works pretty well. I might have to grab some orange in the rest of his body. So this is the design for Buck, an upcoming short. Hopefully I'll have some more designs of a couple other characters coming, and then we can get cracking on the animation. So again, John T. Brown, johntbrown.com, and see you later.